If you have a green card and traveling back to the U.S. through an airport, you need to know this. All green card holders are subject to inspection when you travel back into the U.S. for Customs and Border Patrol to determine if you're allowed back in. They call it screening. The first thing CBP decides is, are you a returning resident or are you an arriving alien? That means a big difference on how you'll be treated. If you're a returning alien, you should be processed quickly and allowed back into the U.S. without a problem. But if you're treated as an arriving alien, and you would be treated if you're an arriving alien under these circumstances, if the officer thinks you abandoned your residence, if you've been outside of the U.S. for more than 180 days, if you've been involved in any illegal activity after you've left the United States, if you left the United States while in removal proceedings, or if you've committed certain deportable or inadmissible criminal offenses while in the United States, unless you've already received a waiver for it. If you're being treated as an arriving alien, you're potentially going to go into what's called secondary. You can be held in secondary for a few minutes or even for hours. The officer's going to ask you questions, run background checks, potentially check your phones and laptops, and potentially even detain you if they want. But here's what you need to know about your rights. No one at the airport can deport you. Only an immigration judge can deport you. So if the immigration officer is saying you abandoned your residence because you've been out of the U.S. for too long, here, sign this form I-407, you don't do it. You ask to see an immigration judge. By signing that form, you'll be self-deporting. You have the right to contact your embassy. You have the right to speak to a lawyer. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to sign any legal documents. You have the right to review all written statements. Most importantly, you have a right to see an immigration judge.